Yeah, I think it's my settings. It was super loud. Like, buongiorno.
I like to make an entrance. We know that.
Ni hao.
Ni hao. Hey. Have you learned any more Mandarin since ni hao yet?
Yeah, right.
It's all you've been saying for 12 months.
Where is everybody? We got 3.
4.
Oh,
there we go. Oh. Oh, it's going to be a good one today, isn't it? We've got loads on the agenda. Looking forward to showing you all this interview with Gerard. He's a great storyteller, Gerard is. I love that man.
It's going to be groovy. It's going to be groovy. Let's give a couple more minutes. Don't know where the Bali guys are.
Well, we're live on YouTube now, Joe. So I don't know if you want to do a little song or something for us while we wait.
You would like to sing, would you?
No, I think you should this time.
No, I don't know. You're the singer. I'm not.
No one wants to hear Mr. Bojangles for a 4th time.
Jam. No one will ever come back to the call again.
I'm sure you can't be that bad.
Okay, I got a message that people might be running a little bit late, but yeah, we're live. Should probably join anywho. Oh, Alex. All right, let's hope that Eugene joins soon, and we'll see. Hey, Alex. I remember that shirt. At first, I thought it was a Yankee shirt because of the stripes. It looked like stripes at first. It's like, yeah, Yankee fan. All right. Okay, let's begin. Anywho, so happy Tuesday, guys! Welcome to community call number 104. We've had a great start to the week, and I hope you did too. Everscale's Twitter is now verified with a blue mark. Yeah. And the Everscale anniversary NFT collection launched and it's up for grabs. So free NFTs, guys, get them while they're hot. And since midnight last night, anyone can participate in liquidity mining of AVA tokens into new farming pools on the DexAda platform, which is a chain agnostic Everscale powered DEX. WhenFlex, right? WhenFlex. I know. So time to put those Cardano assets to work. And I know that there has been one special subject burning in everybody's mind these days, which is the launch of Gosh. But please, if you have questions relating to Gosh, please save them for tomorrow's AMA, which is scheduled May 18th at 4 p.m. UTC. So if you do have questions, feel free to ask them in the chats, #GoshAMA, and I'll field them, or you could just ping me and I'll collect them into the doc prepared for tomorrow. So without further ado, let's get on to the tech updates. Mitya, all yours.
Hello. Yeah. So tech updates, very simple. We finally got a little bit action on the node update site, which means that the percentages are growing on the upgrades, and I know there are finally a line of people went to Sergey to get the instructions, because the node, sometimes we witnessed a node shutting down for like 3 hours to save the state. After the update, it will be gradual. So we should get patience, but the most important part that we get through this week. That's the goal. So we need still everyone to go to Sergey to get instructions, to get all the details, and to upgrade the nodes gradually, one by one, waiting until the node is syncing again, which can take from 1 to 3 hours time. Once that's over with, then we can release many other things. There was accident on DevNet. This accident was caused by a smart contract stopping the shard. It is related to the last fix we did, which we kind of didn't fix one of the cases, basically, because the fixes are very harsh. Like, we don't have basically time to, if the shard is stopping, so we need to fix it very quickly. And sometimes some things are slipping from our attention or from tests, and that's what happened. So we quickly fixed it. The DevNet was fixed within a couple of hours. We kind of recognized what we missed, and we fixed that, and everything is fine. But again, all these fixes will be introduced to the mainnet once this current update is in place. That's, I think, really it in terms of technical updates. Then everything else will fall into picture once we get this update done.
Okay, great. Get those nodes upgraded. I know you've been saying it for weeks and weeks on end, so hopefully
I know
this is the last week. Get it done. So thank you very much, Mitja. Moving on to the agenda, we have the Maven Credit Union interview. Ben, our very wonderful Benjamin, interviewed Gerard Dash, the executive director of the GBA, the Government Blockchain Association. And he's going to be sharing what has been dubbed as the most sustainable blockchain credit union ever. Benjamin?
There we go. So yes, that's a fantastic intro. I can't really add much more to that. Gerard, as I say, is a fantastic storyteller, a great man. I don't get enough chance to speak to him. Hopefully I've edited the interview together well. Although, actually, I've just realized that may be the wrong file. So let's just quickly, no, it's not. There we go. I'm doubting myself and my Mac abilities again. So if you can just give me a thumbs up or a quick nod and let me know this is all working well when I start, Joe. 3, 2, 1. So, Gerard, fantastic to have you on camera again, buddy. It's been too long. I suppose 6 or 12 months since last we spoke. I know you are busier than, well, most legions of men I know, but specifically I've got 5 minutes to talk to you here today for the lovely Everscale community about come on, and I'll make sure I get this the right way around, the May 25th events for the GBA, blockchain and sustainable economic development. Sorry, I can't read my own handwriting here, guys. And also, this kind of ties very nicely into a very exciting partnership or partnership opportunity. Again, I'll let you reveal the details with Maven Credit Union. So, yeah, Gerard, please tell us more about this.
Sure. Well, great, Ben. Thank you so much for having me on your show, and I'm a great fan of your work. Yeah, so this is really fascinating, and let me sort of start from the blockchain cryptocurrency space, right? As we know, a lot of folks have been put off by the SEC and regulators in building blockchain and cryptocurrency projects, right? A fascinating thing happened. There's a guy by the name of Joseph Lowe. He's the chairman of the credit union, and he looked at the credit union legislation, and he said, it looks like they're talking about a blockchain, because if you look at a credit union and you look at a blockchain, a credit union is it's a nonprofit, so it's not centrally controlled, right? It has a field of membership, which means it's permission, and it has to make,
of course, exactly.
And it has to make decisions based on a survey of its members. We call it consensus. So if you looked at this and he said, "Wow," I don't know when the legislation was written, maybe the 1970s, but it's like they were talking about blockchain. So he said, "Can we build the very first blockchain-based credit union?" A credit union without people and branches, literally a blockchain that delivers the same banking services, right, that a bank would, except being completely decentralized.
Obviously, it is an idea which I've seen. It's been floated around in the past, and it has never come to life in a true way that I've been aware of up until now. But of course, right. I mean, decentralization didn't start with blockchain, did it? Credit unions are an evolution of stuff.
Exactly. Well, let me just carry this a little bit forward. So this is potentially the very first licensed decentralized autonomous organization, right? In the banking financial services system. So what's amazing about that is they realize that if they organize around a credit union, they're outside of the jurisdiction of the SEC. So all of the barriers pushing back on these projects, right, essentially don't apply in a credit union. So they came to us and they asked us if we could work with them and our field of membership, blah, blah, blah. And then they're trying to build out a banking core. And I told them it's got to be a GBA member. So they were talking to some non-GBA members. I said, that's not really good for me. So they went to Everscale, and Everscale has got everything that they need. Well, yeah, a lot of people don't know, right?
No, but of course.
They will know when the world's first blockchain-based credit union is built on a core that is provided by Everscale. And so we're still working out the details. This will be phenomenal for the community. It bring great recognition and credibility. So we're really super excited about the partnership.
Yeah, I mean, everything you've just said above times 10, of course, and it's fed very much into my next question there, so we can throw that sticky pad away about what do you think this means for the Everscale community directly? And I think obviously the main kind of question here then is May 25th, Gerard, the event that's going on there. How does this all tie together? I understand there's an NFT contest as well. Maybe you want to mention quickly, and some very exciting people going to be there.
Yeah, so if you go to gbaglobal.org, right, Government Blockchain Association, right, gbaglobal.org. You'll see information about the event. So we're bringing people together from around the world. I think we've got like 28 embassies, like 30 different federal government agencies, state and local, and they're all coming together to connect, communicate, and collaborate. And we focus on the idea of governance as opposed to government. Can we remove government, right, and bring in decentralized processes, right, and create an environment of governance so that we can continue to grow our economies in a way that's sustainable, right? So, we are looking at the environmental stuff that's important, but we're also talking about financial inclusion. And we're also talking about economies, right? When the U.S. government continues to print money, right, because it can, how sustainable is that? So we're bringing public and private sector together to focus on, and I think this is hugely important for Everscale because we want Everscale to be a more and more important part of our group.
Definitely. I mean, of course, we know here we've got the technology to do some amazing things, and the community with obviously the drive to do it. I'm going to name drop for you a little bit here. We've got people from embassies in Canada, Argentina, El Salvador, India, Saudi Arabia, Philippines, Czech Republic, Bahrain, Belgium. These are just the embassies we've got coming up. US Defense Health Agency representatives, more US House representatives than I could name if this was a 15-minute interview. It really is a very, very impressive event you put together there, sir. So yeah, will we be able to watch along with this on YouTube, or are there tickets? Is it going out live? How can we get involved and support?
Yes, so there are tickets. There are virtual online tickets. It will be recorded and it'll be rebroadcast later on the GBA YouTube channel. Do you guys have a YouTube channel also? I think
we do. Yeah, of course. Yeah. That's where everyone's watching us now.
That's it. So we'll make it available to you guys. So
brilliant.
Yeah, and then if you look at the Government Blockchain Association YouTube channel, you'll also see all kinds of stuff from prior events.
Excellent. Well, I'll make sure to ping a load of links up for this, and thank you ever so much for speaking to me tonight, Gerard. May 25th, date to remember, and back to either Joanne or me and Joanne speaking to you live. Well, I think there we have it, folks. I mean, drop the mic. Where am I? I can't see myself, but yes, Gerard summing up everything that this means to us in more succinct fashion than I could really begin to. So I believe Eugene may be able to answer a few questions relating to this if anyone has any, but probably I would suggest best to wait until after Eugene's presentation as well, because it all sort of ties together. I mean, Eugene's a very, very busy man, as we all know. So yeah, thank you very much.
That's great. Thank you, Ben. That was a really great interview. And thanks for getting Gerard to spend some time with us too. Yeah, that's absolutely a great initiative. It'll definitely be an impressive event, and everybody should definitely check it out on the GBA YouTube channel for sure, and sign up on their website. Yeah, thank you very much. Shall we move on to the next point on our agenda is the Boogie on Bali. Last week, Alex shared with us some insights from Everscale's 2-year anniversary, the event in Bali. And today we have Nikita here who will show some photos and perhaps some videos.
Actually, Joe, I thought that my colleagues from Broxus would be at the laptop to show some photos, videos. Some of the photos, videos were shared on our SMM channels, and most of it is still in the editing. So you will see lots of stuff there. I actually wanted to share some collaborations that were executed, I would say, or done at the conference, because the meaning of any meeting is the ability of people, to communicate. We've actually had a really productive meeting with CoinMarketCap, and I hope you will see. Actually, some people already that are subscribed to CoinMarketCap news channel, a newsletter, got an email with the Everscale branding in it. And I don't know if anybody noticed. Alex, I think you did, or maybe we shared some thoughts about it. And we will be gold sponsor of online CoinMarketCap conference. By us, Everscale. So that's actually the thing I wanted to share with you guys, because actually a lot of making a conference in Bali was quite polarizing, because it's actually on an opposite side of the world that some of our representatives of our ecosystem live. But it made communications with the guys that are situated in Asia much, much easier. And so we really had a productive time with the guys in Asia again, and part of the CoinMarketCap team that's situated in Asia. So again, we will soon have much more collaboration with CoinMarketCap, and that's a good thing. So I will not be able to share any photos and videos, unfortunately, because I thought that somebody from my team would help me out with that. But again, all the materials will be shared through our social media, and our all the cool photos and videos will be shared there, and you will see all of that. That's basically the most important thing I wanted to share with you. Maybe some questions and something like that, because I know Alex shared a lot of stuff. We shared a lot of live through the social media too. So most of the people that are actually up to date to our social media are up to date.
Okay. Well, yeah, I think what you're sharing now is even better. Is there any way that people can learn more about the conference, the CoinMarketCap conference that we're going to
Everything will be
participate in?
shared. Everything will be shared this week. As soon as we finalize it, everything will be shared. So all you guys will know 100% about it just in the near future.
Okay. And what conference are you at now?
Sorry. I actually now not at the conference. I actually now in Dubai trying to arrange extra meetings with people interested in again in the ecosystem. So yeah, Dubai again. So,
okay, busy guy.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll look forward to all the content once it's edited, and you can share more about Bali. Cool. Thank you, Nikita. So moving on, we're going to talk about DeVote. Everybody knows who this next fella is. He is the one and only Eugene Morozov. So he's here to share with us a few things that have been going on in the world of DeVote with the zk end-to-end ballot return system, which is due to be piloted in Washington at the end of the month, which is very exciting. Eugene?
Yes, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, and we can see it too.
Excellent. So thank you very much for inviting me to speak. Indeed, this project is being piloted during the Global Government Blockchain Association event, which is happening in Washington, D.C. on May 25, 27. This is essentially a seminar or a class designed primarily for U.S. legislature, yes, U.S. congressmen and U.S. senators who want to learn more about blockchain, who want to learn more about what is possible before they step into their regulation mode. So I think it's very, very important to explain what great advantages blockchain can bring to many things, including governance. So we were offered an opportunity to act as those people that will conduct the vote. The vote happens to be on a best NFT that will be submitted to the art show at the conference. But the principles of that vote can be applied to any other type of elections. So essentially, what we're being offered is a true Everscale community project that goes back very deeply to the very beginning of our network as well. We call it zero knowledge, end-to-end decentralized core functionality ballot return system on blockchain. Why is that important? Why is that needed? Well, we believe at the moment there is no system in the world that would be open to all, fast enough, affordable, secure, undisputable voting. Now, what problem does that address? Some of you may know that legislature in many countries, including the US, is prescribing the need for permanent separation. It's called permanent separation of voter affidavit, which is essentially an identification of the voter, and the voter ballot itself, the choices. So the identification and the choices must be permanently separated. And no existing mobile voting system allows for that. Essentially, any administrator can simply go of the system, can go and see who voted how, and that's not allowed. Now, that is severely limiting the use of mobile voting in the world. So what we did about that is to offer an end-to-end decentralized, 100% on-chain, zero-knowledge SNARKs based technology. It is built, of course, on linearly scalable Everscale blockchain. It is 100% compliant with that legal requirement. It's open source, free software license, and it's a real system. It's a real app that we built. All of that is based on the winner of one of the Everscale network contests that were run. The winner happens to be the Mil Foundation, headed by Mikhail Komarov, and you will see the link to GitHub on your screen. There is another group under Alexander Zvezdin, who is now building the front end to that app, which we will be showcasing in Washington, D.C. What is really fascinating about this is the story. It originated in our attempt to dispute the infamous now MIT and Harvard paper on blockchain faults in election systems. The community essentially responded with the theoretical papers, one of which was simply brilliant by Tomsk University professors, which allowed for a theoretical foundation of what was later developed as part of the cryptography subgovernance contest to build the zero-knowledge SNARKs based solution, which is essentially what was done. And then we decided to move on and actually make that a working app, which is exactly what happened. with the help of a large team that is working right now. And so on 25, 27 of May, we will be having a global premiere of Zero Knowledge SNARK's voting system. Please come, vote for the best NFT, and support our efforts. Thank you very much. I will be pleased to answer any questions anyone may have. Joanne, back to you.
Thank you, Eugene. Wow, that was a fantastic presentation. And it's amazing to see an Everscale contest coming to life and being implemented in such an important way. It's inspiring. Thank you very much for sharing this, especially the roadmap that we see here. If anybody has any questions, please chime in. I don't see any hands raised. Does anybody have any questions for Eugene? Don't see any.
Well,
okay.
I'm just going to butt in and say, Eugene, would I be spoiling anything if I shared a little screenshot on Twitter of that? Or am I under some sort of oath?
Go ahead.
It's live on YouTube, so do what you want. Can't get in trouble now.
Small question from me, Eugene, if I may. So when would this be kind of practically implemented somewhere? You see, voting in one of the countries or an audit or something, just some kind of, practical confirmation validation of the whole thing.
Good question, thank you. So we are piloting this on the vote for the best NFT in the art show, just to stay away from any political issues, clearly. However, we already have signed NDA agreements with a number of reputable US companies that are very much part of the elections industry. And we have an incredibly courageous county commissioner from County of Utah, Amelia Powers, who is essentially pioneering new technologies in order to provide her voters with more opportunities to vote for people that are ill and cannot come to the polling station, or maybe they're stationed abroad on military bases, or for whatever other reason they are unable to come to the actual polling station. So she is intended to give them a technical opportunity to exercise their constitutional rights to vote. So we think that after we pilot this in Washington, D.C. in an NFT show, the next step will be a number of elections of country clubs, of which there are many thousands in the United States, and they constantly run all kinds of elections and are interested in this type of technology, which is decentralized. And then after that, hopefully by the end of this year, we're going to have a pilot in the actual US elections in the county of Utah, state of Utah, United States of America. Thereafter, there's no saying how many different jurisdictions we can cover. I mean, this can probably upend and disrupt the multi-billion existing voting industry in the world. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you, Eugene. Looking forward to what comes of this. And maybe we'll vote in the next president with the technology. Brought to you by Everscale. Thank you. And with that, we shall move on to our agenda. Next, we've got Ben's Bits. He's our resident hippie dude, always ready to share his bits. Mynheer Benjamin Bateman, all yours.
I'm going to ask you to ad-lib a little poem for me, Joe, while I quickly find my notes here. I was halfway through a tweet then, sorry. Again, I'm so blown away by Eugene's presentation and work, and I've been following along with this ever since I've joined Everscale. Obviously, a lot of the first articles I wrote were all about blockchain and voting, and I've interviewed Amelia. Right, so let's find my notes. Sorry, guys, 2 seconds. Boom, there we go. Right, so what we had, we've had big launches on Everstart. Spartacats, of course, that's gone awesomely, hasn't it? They hit their caps, 600,000 ever, I believe it was they reached. REMP, Reliable External Messaging Protocol. Sounds complicated, but very important, and actually in end user terms, very, very simple. Right, what else have we got? We've got huge NFT giveaways going on all over the place. There's a bunch of giveaways for Ever as well, which I haven't got here. I'm seeing something which I don't really know what it is hugely, but I'm definitely going to take a look later. The salad playroom. What's a salad playroom when it's at home? But it sounds exciting. Everlend. Why haven't we been talking about Everlend? There's a lending protocol on Everscale which is launched. You know, there's literally a walkthrough available for you all. Oh God, what else we got? Dex Adder, Cardano. Bridge is to Cardano and back and forth. So, you know, all those kind of minor issues Cardano users suffer, pounce on them, tell them they can use Everscale instead. And it wouldn't be Ben's Bits without closing on never mind the rumor mill. God damn it, guys, we have been, myself and Anastasia have been on fire with getting ahead of all this news lately. You know, if you're not watching this podcast, you're literally behind the news. So it's 10 minutes, 10-ish minutes anyway, depending how long I prattle on for, 3 times a week, usually kind of toward the end of the evening, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So, you know, and we try to feature Everscale news, you know, as prominently as we can. It's not aimed at Everscale audience, but general industry. So yeah, rock on, people. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. You mentioned Dex Ada. I want them to come on next week. I saw that in the chats popping up. I thought, ooh.
Well, for those who want to get ahead of the game on that, there's a couple of tutorials on YouTube already, voiced over by some very annoying, some annoying Englishman did the voiceover. God, I hate that.
Ugh, who could that be?
Everywhere. Oh, that dude.
Okay, cool. So, does anybody have any comments, questions? I don't see any hands up. Is there anything on YouTube? I think it's a pretty quick and quiet call right now, wrapped up.
No, I'd say succinct, to be honest. I mean,
yeah.
If anything, people must be a bit blown away with
crazy because
credit unions, blockchain voting. I mean, what more do you want, people?
Yeah. Next week's a big one. Cool. Well, thank you very much, everybody, for joining. I hope you have a great rest of your week and see you next Tuesday. Toodles. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.